Stage 3 of Rapha Rising Climbers Gambit. This one was actually, dare I say, a little more fun. I did Stage 2 for the first time yesterday, the La Reine one in France. It was miserable. The whole thing sucked from beginning to end. You were on a mountain 100% of the time, going uphill. Okay, except for the lead-in, but whatever. This, doing the lead-in right now, is pretty good. I mean, it's flat. The group is flying. It's a humongous group. 800-some people in the group. This is fun. I like these nice, speedy, these quick group rides. Nice draft. People are pushing. I like that. That's more so my idea of fun. Now, granted, this is more of a course as well. It's not just a mountain where you go straight up and like that's the race. So there was some scenery, if you will. You know, it's Watopia, whatever. But, you know, some rolling hills throughout it. I enjoyed it a lot more. Just like yesterday's Rapha Rising, I had very low expectations going in as far as how well I would perform. Granted, of course, I want to do well, but I don't think I'm going to do very well. Again, if you've been following this channel for a while, I have this weird thing on my trainer. Maybe it's the erg mode. Maybe someone can help me out with this. On the downhill sections, I get dropped. For sure, I will get dropped. Also, on the uphill sections, I'll for sure get dropped, but that's probably more so physical fitness. But on the downhills, I don't know what to do. I just go backwards on the downhill sections. I hate that. So I know with these rollers, like I'll be okay on the rollers. Now the long inclines, I'm not great at them. I'll go backwards for sure. But when there's that long incline, or a long decline, I should say, followed by a long incline, I will get dropped. Like right now, it's negative 6%, and you can see the field's starting to get strung out, and I'm maybe not right this second in the video going backwards, but just take my word for it. I'm going backwards. I'm also pushing pretty hard to stay in with them. So now it kind of levels out, so it's not as bad, but when it's real long and like negative 5% or greater, I just go backwards big time. So skipping ahead a solid 10 minutes or so, I of course get dropped. I'm kind of in no man's land up this little hill. I'm with this one other guy, and we're doing some climbing here. You know, we're 17 minutes in, and we're not even at 600 feet, or just now at 600 feet of gain. And then this big group comes right now, and I start pushing to stay up with them. Again, it is in my best interest to always be with a group, the group, a group, front group, back group, doesn't matter. I have to be in a group. And, well, okay, I'm going backwards here, so I'm not really part of the group. But nonetheless, I need to stay up with these guys no matter what. So this little KOM section finishes, and we're doing this long downhill. I have to use the aero boost. Thank the Lord for the aero boost on the downhill section. I hate to use it there, but I have to. So we skip ahead again, and I'm able to stay up with them. It leveled out, and I catch up, and we go across this bridge, and now, like, the real climbing begins. So with 5 miles remaining, and we're only at, just 900 plus feet of gain, now we start doing the mountain of the actual stage. And for sure, I'm going to start going backwards now, and this is just so brutal for me. We do a couple of these hairpin turns or these switchbacks, and when the percentage goes to like 12%, yeah, see ya. I start going backwards, and it's just so hard for me. I hated it. I really hated it. And lucky for me, we're not even at like the actual climb yet. We're going to go across this bridge. Granted, yeah, we're still at an incline. It's only 3%, but still, we're going across this bridge. Little did I know, this is basically going to be the flattest part for the next long while, actually. We make this left-hand turn here, and now we're doing the climb. Check this out. 15% gain. We'll skip ahead again. It's just climbing. I don't know what the average was, but around these turns was definitely the steepest part. Some pitches were like this, like a sustained 8-9%. Others, like right now, are 10+%. And again, it's that red, angry looking 10%. Yeah, I didn't like it. Good news is I'm learning, I'm improving. My RPMs were that of 5 to 10 rotations faster than they were on yesterday's stage, so hopefully my knees won't be in nearly as much pain as they were after stage 2 yesterday. There were a couple like downhill sections, which was cool for like my heart rate, but you know how I am on the downhill, and then it's right back to the 10%. So wow, that guy had a nice little feather, and when you're in front of me, it looks like 3 feathers or whatever. So there's technically the end of the actual climb, but as far as the race goes, there's still just over 1 more mile remaining. Luckily, it's almost all downhill, so my heart rate rejoices over that fact. There is one like little finishing kicker right here, 8-9% grade. Whatever. I mean, at this point, people are flying up it with their momentum from the downhill section, but also they're kind of racing against the clock at this point. Everyone's trying to get it sub 60 minutes, and I for sure don't blame them, because when you're climbing for that long, you're so over it. So there's a finish line right down the road. We're going to cross through that, a little battle of the losers, and there's my ride report, my power profile. So a lot of yellows and reds in there. Yeah, it hurt pretty bad. There is no Zwift power results because your boy got disqualified. I've been given the boot from Cat C, and I now must move to Cat B. Yay me.